From the BBC comes the factual story following 15-year-old Yukina and her journey to achieve her dream of becoming a Maiko, or apprentice geisha. Geisha Girl was filmed and directed by Darren Conway and produced by Sarah Waldron. This film takes place in Kyoto as well as Yukina's rural home in northern Japan in 2005. The BBC synopsis of Geisha Girl, which they program on channel BBC4, argues a pre-suggested perspective of the documentary being an exposé of a secretive practice shrouded in controversy, where geisha are considered to be little more than high-class prostitutes. However, Conway discovers over time, following Yukina in her training to become Maiko, that the real story is revealed to convey the idea of innocence. Not only that, but aspiration and achieving one's dream, and the sacrifice that comes from the hard work needed. Conway also juxtaposes Yukina's relationships towards her biological sister and geisha sister, and between these sisters themselves to support these themes. Geisha Girl begins documenting Yukina 2 months after she moved to Kyoto. There is 4 months left to completing her Maiko training and take an exam to be accepted as a trainee geisha. This timeline reveals the plot of the documentary and forms a dramatic question to raise tension. Will Yukina pass the exam and achieve her dream? Already, the audience is in a position to doubt whether Yukina will succeed in such an ancient and demanding profession as she is so young. Through Conway's use of narration, it helps provide focus and emphasis on certain information about the documentary. The narration and interview dialogue state what Yukina has given up to chase her dream: family, friends, life in the country, and her high school education. Yukina herself supports this idea by saying she's overwhelmed, but her timid demeanour also contributes to the thematic idea of innocence and the audience's ideas of her naivety. Conway demonstrates a fair amount of observational cinematography with both fixed and unfixed movements. This implies that the audience are spectators to Yukina's progression in her training. A very disciplined and mature element to Yukina is revealed through her diligence. Juxtaposed with her older sister back home, an admiration forms for Yukina by pursuing her dream, where her sister has none. Maybe she's better off with her geisha sister in her new life. Conway practices cinema verite. The thematic elements are discovered. There is a purity when Yukina opens up about missing her mother and the hardships she's had to endure. Also, when Yukina's geisha sister reveals the pressures of affirmation of her beauty helped by weight control, reveals the inner turmoil endured by these Maiko that they must conceal. As a humane audience, we pity them. Despite the BBC synopsis, I believe the filmmaker discovered the deeper narrative underlying the journey into becoming Maiko, and I believe through the audience shifts from doubt to pride for Yukina, or Kyoku, there is a reformed respect for the beauty and the discipline behind this ancient practice art form and its ability to still have qualities that survive in the modern world. Similarly, in Equilibrium, an ancient heritage and modern interpretation is met with some initial doubt from family as to the choice of their profession at the sacrifice of tertiary education, but eventual acceptance and support as they both achieve their dream.